Micah, and today I'm going to be telling you about how to make rubber bands. Rubber bands, we all know what rubber bands are. I bet you know what I'm talking about. Rubber bands were first made in England in the middle of the 19th century. The key to a decent rubber band is, well, obviously stretch. If you have almost anything that needs holding, a rubber band is your go-to object. You just start with some normal rubber. Rubber is made from, drumroll please, a rubber tree. The homemade rubbers from the trees is better than the synthetic kind because it has more consistency. Okay, back to rubber bands. You start by pouring processing oil into something called a kneader machine. You add some sort of dye or color pigment. A normal band is a yellow and white mixture. Next, you get several or 3 little chunks of rubber and feed them into the meter's spiral-shaped jaws in the color mixture. So then the rubber gets mixed with the dye and kneads it. The kneading process is mostly generated by heat. The heat makes the rubber softer and easier to work with. The kneader machine thing throws around the rubber into a pan. Next, the roll machine makes the rubber look like a pancake. Or wide thin pieces, really. You cut the rubber and put it into several bundles. That way, it will be easier to control the weight of it. It'll help with the chemicals you add next, too. The machine rolls it with a certain amount of salt. The chemicals make the rubber stretchy. Then you cut the rubber into thin pieces. You twist it and pull it in small bundles so it can be put in an extruding machine. You put it through a little spaghetti machine so it is smooth. You put some talcum powder plus air to keep it from sticking to the sides of the walls, and then the tubes cool down in a trough of clean water. The rubber inflates into a long band-looking rubber bandish thing, but longer. These pulls will help with supporting the band while it is curing, so you'll need a long metal tube. You slide the rubber on the pulls, and some of the powder will come out. Don't worry, that's normal. The powder will also act as a release agent, stopping them from sticking to everything, even your shoe. I know, surprising, right? So you put it into a steam oven, and the heat vulcanizes the rubber. You pull the rubber off of the poles. They wash the rubber, and there's still so much talcum powder on the rubber that the water turns a whitish color. You hang the rubber, but by the time it is ready to cut, it'll be too dry, so you splash some water on the rubber. Now the cutting will go smoother. You put some rubber into a spinning blade, and that basically cuts it. The inventory gets full quickly. You have to examine them, but put on gloves at least. You want to examine them for defects. Once they're examined and good, you can start packing them. You basically put them in plastic bags, and that's it. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.